Hey, good morning. What's going on there, y'all? Okay. Yeah, my apologies if I sound a little bit, off or a bit drowsy. I did just woke up, a couple of hours ago, and pretty fucking also uncomfortable as fuck. So, I'm just get through this as quick as possible. Also, because I'm going through a bit of things physically right now. So, yeah, we're gonna chip through this shit as possible. So yeah, as I finally got the chance now to go over, because like I said, I'm cutting it down in parts. So now we get to take a look at it's basically essentially my career, but of course they want to. Guess they changed it to Myrise, and guess I like that, kind of like that better. But changes to Myrise, and yeah, essentially my career, and so of course in 2K 2022. And I'm gonna be showing y'all bits and pieces too, to see why, just to explaining you why I feel like you know in this particular entry that this one is actually much more smoother, and it actually feels like you have control. May not be like full control, like when you're talking about customization, or pretty sure that would be nice, but it's just at least it kind of feels that way going forward. Hopefully they can go down that route moving forward, but at least you can still at least you just really, besides aside from the other installments leading up to this and now, it's just like they finally at least they're finally starting to get it when it comes to in wrestling being when you're creating your own character. Wish they would do the same thing for NBA 2K, but but yeah, I feel like I actually really am enjoying this year, and I'm getting pretty just like my faction, two of the modes that I'm really getting already addicted to because of how they just how it just seems how creative it's and it's just like it shows us like stuff that I wasn't expecting that was going to be in the game. Like these interactions right here when you're talking to one of the wrestlers, Chase, and it's like yeah, it's like when you're making jokes, kind of like yeah, like I like the kind of because the promos too is actually kind of good too. I mean, I wish we had just like I said, I wish we like had our own again, like yes, but that's still cool that he I like it kind of his promo work is actually really good. But with it, these interactions, the interactions seem so real, and like you're actually as if you were actually a wrestler, and you were actually there, and you could also be like on your own 2 feet being there. It just feels so as if you were actually there as your own. Instead of your created WWE superstar. That's what I like about it. It just has these interactions that seem, so creative and you know reminiscent of being what it should actually what you should actually happen. Yeah, it's almost like you're being in yeah, it's almost like like you're actually in WWE, or like you actually have like it's to a point. Yeah, I mean, it's trying to explain it away. It's just like it's just really good though. Is what I'm trying to say. Like I like the fact that you're like you really can get to like have a point in where like the rest a wrestler really feels like your own. I like the fact that it looks like you're able to, of course, make decisions, or basically like you can basically choose who you want to be, whether it's a face or a heel, and I like that too. Then you have the scouting section. Of course, the scene where they're talking over Shawn Michaels and Road Dogg, or talking over with the rookies, and telling who are basically show you stripes. Or prove yourself. Like you gotta prove yourself before you get started on the training. And then as they talking about whoever's gonna get in the ring and to get ready to prove ourselves. Like our creative character says he wants Shawn Michael. I like how it just feel like I said it just feels like he's his own. I mean, it would have been nice, like I said, but it would have been nice to still feel like we can control our own character. But it still feels like it's actually your created character for once. Like he just doesn't feel like a generic basic call. That's just that's just spoon fed. A couple of generic lines. No, it feels like he's like we're at. It feels like he's actually in like wrestling right now. It feels like we're actually in WWE talking to Shawn Michaels. And it's just so fucking cool. I like that. I mean, I liked. I'm just like wow. They actually really put some. I like that they actually put their foots on the fucking gear and put some creativity into my career basically. My rise or whatever you want to call it. And he called our creative character. He calls out Shawn Michaels. He's like he wants to face him in the ring instead. Yeah, so granted, you might have like a few scenes here and there, interactions that might seem like a bit of still generic or it just feels out of place or like pretty much boring. Like it doesn't actually feel like if you were actually in the if you were actually in wrestling itself or WWE. But it seems like this already, which I've seen, and just from this interaction alone, it just feels like if you were actually competing yourself and talking to Shawn Michaels, actually talking to Shawn Michaels, and I love this interaction. And it just feels so real, and you're actually, you know, if you're actually yourself, if that actually was you right there, and you're talking to Shawn Michaels, and you wanted to, yeah, make an impact, and wanted to prove that you weren't screwing around at all, and you want to, make the absolute best impression to get to the top. And it's just yeah, I really enjoyed, and that shit really excited me and got me more interested to play me much more as I'm doing right now. And it's just yeah, I like also the trees and everything like that. When it talk comes to the skill tree and attributes like that, it seems like they they fit well. It kind of yeah, it's just yeah that looks also like they made it really simple. So I'll give them that. So it's like you have that, and also yeah, then you have like early later on, like Road Dog is still in like because he of course he wasn't with it at first. Like, he thought, and he didn't like the fact that of course he did that. Challenged Shawn Michaels basically. Because Shawn Michaels like how they play also in the fact that Shawn Michaels has a sore back and everything like that. But it's practically because if he ever wrestles or anything like that, it would just make it much more worse. And I liked how they played it off how Road Dog yeah, he got irritated. Basically, he wanted a piece of you after that. And it's just, if y'all haven't been playing it already, y'all should, man. It's just like, it just looks like, and it just seems like I'm really, loving it so far. I've become addicted to that also. Man, it's just already one of my, favorite modes to play right now in 2K 2022. Like I said, they do have, of course, they have their usuals. It's classic 2K. Like, of course, everything else is gonna suck. Like, of course, I'll say right now, I'm still addicted to my faction, but of course, my faction that's gonna become later down the line, like how NBA 2K is. Just a casino money making machine. To gamble kids into paying more money. That's what that's good. That's eventually what wrestling now is coming in. That's what their WWE games are coming into now. And then you have of course the already generic played out showcase mode that we've played and seen countless times before again. And it's just really ridiculous. And then you have mode still like Myrise, which I guess you can if you haven't already, still kind of get into and enjoy it, because still it's like it has, it's still playable. Like the scenes, if you see already, and it's just the interactions, and just from your interactions to Shawn Michaels already alone, getting into the WWE. I'll probably speak more about it, but down the line when it comes, My Rise, or when it comes to My Rise or anything else, like when I'm about to talk about, you know, the gameplay or universe mode. But yeah, I'll probably talk more about My Rise down a later load. But I just want to give y'all first impression too, and just already too how it just already feels. I feel like that's the only time I needed to get into it, because it's just really enjoyable, and I'm just really coming addicted, and I love playing it right now. Like damn, really like that. Like I said, like if you try, like of course if 2K does, if 2K tries and put in that actual effort, then you might get you'll get a decent playable, and that kind of like half where some people might like, and it's just you'll create magic. I like that. And yeah, so far, like I said, so far I've been enjoying my rise. Basically essentially my career, and I can't wait to play more. And it's just it's the only thing sad to say. I can only speak for that and my faction. But yeah, I'll probably the next one I'll speak on is of course probably I'll just speak on probably just universe mode. Probably that's probably gonna be short, because it's essentially, like I said, the same thing as GM or whatever. It's just you just have it's essentially like the WWE. It's like you're playing the WWE video game version. So yeah, that's what essentially what it is. It's what season mode was. But yeah, I'll speak on that too, of course. See how they revamped that. So I guess I'm about to check out now, and the next time I see y'all is when I see y'all. And yeah, stay blessed, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.